Hello, everyone. This is Rashawn Ellis for News, Views, and Conversations. Just want to pop in and give you the latest update on Diddy. I'm sure a lot of you know he has been arrested in New York. It actually happened yesterday, September the 16th. He was spending time with his son, King Combs, right before everything happened and took place. It wasn't supposed to happen yesterday. From what I'm understanding, something happened. I guess that probably could have triggered the federal agents, and they went ahead and made it happen sooner than later. I'm thinking they're considering him high risk to keep from, talking to witnesses or probably trying to, pay money to keep people quiet, not to say anything about certain situations. As we know, there's a long list of situations. I'm sure we're going to be here for a while with this because it's very sensitive. There's a lot going on. This is definitely going to be a rabbit hole case, a very sensitive one. A lot of people have been affected. I would say, you know, my heart goes out to the children more than anything because not only do they not have their mother, at least some of the kids don't have their mother, but now they don't have their father. So it's just really sad, I would say, especially for the Black community. It's not fun to report stuff like this for me because my platform is more so of a positive platform, trying to uplift our people. I mean, we've been beaten down enough. And then when you see cases like this, it's like, I'm actually mad at Diddy and others that have, allowed this kind of thing to happen because you already know where our people have been. You already know how hard we have fought to be where we are. And I just kind of feel like in this case, you allowed this to happen by being too comfortable. When you get to this level of success, you can never get too comfortable and you shouldn't allow yourself to move and do certain things. But I'm sure based off what we understand, he has made these moves for certain reasons. I'm sure to help finance the lifestyle, finance the career of not only himself, but of many to have that front in front of the world to make things happen. All I can say to that is, it's got to be another way. There's got to be another way, and another way to where it doesn't involve your family, your children, and it doesn't take down your community with you. That's how this stands out to me. Um, I know a lot of people chase success, they want success because they got to show, look at what I can do. I can make it. I can become big. I can become successful, but at what cost? It's almost like giving your life away. And now the children don't have their mother. Now the children don't have their father. I'm sure right now he knows it was not worth it. I mean, I really lean on the words of Gene Dale. I believe he said he'd rather have a slow nickel than a fast dollar. And that's exactly the place I operate from. I would rather have my freedom than a fast lifestyle, fast money, just everything coming quickly, and then you end up losing it all. I mean, anything that comes quick, it's not, it's a good chance you could lose it. I mean, everybody has dreams, everybody has hopes and different things that they want to do, but it's got to be another way to go about achieving certain things that we want to get done. Like I said again, I just think it's really sad. But here we are. Here we are. I want to go down the list of criminal charges that they are bringing to Diddy. Um, Pretty much they're saying that he has a criminal enterprise. It's called Combs Enterprise. It consists of a lot of different things going on. They have several federal charges that he is being hit with. Racketeering conspiracy, which carries 20 years, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, that carries a mandatory minimum of 15 years, a maximum of a life sentence. Transportation to engage in prostitution up to 20 years, kidnapping and arson up to life, forced labor up to 20 years, obstruction of justice up to 10 years, If convicted of all these charges, he could be facing multiple decades in prison, with some counts carrying the possibility of life imprisonment. And from what I'm understanding, his family, including the children, have had to turn in their passports. And he did try to post a bill for 50 million. The judge is not hearing it at this time. And so right now everything's at a standstill. So, like I said before, this is definitely going to be a rabbit hole case. I'm never one that likes to, talk about bad news, especially when it comes to my people, because my platform is used to uplift as much as possible. But at the same time, my platform can also be used as a platform to correct when we're wrong, when we're out of line, especially in this case, because it's got to be a better way for us to blow up other than doing illegal things to get there. But we all understand how the game works, how it goes, but we also have to make certain decisions in which direction we want to go. So again, this just came down last night. Of course, I got to get back. I got to sit back and get more information to find out what else is going on. So we'll be speaking on it again, I'm sure. But right now, we're at the beginning of it. I mean, we've been following this story since September of last year, before everything hit the fan. And when it started coming out, then they were saying, okay, he was giving all of his artists or publishing back. So I knew something was up there. I'm like, okay, why is he giving the publishing back? Okay, so I'm thinking at that time he was trying to get everything together because he knew what else was coming, the whole Cassie lawsuit. And ever since that happened, it's been a snowball effect ever since. I mean, he's been getting hit with lawsuits left and right. You got men and women coming out with lawsuits saying that, they have been sexually assaulted, abused, could have lost their lives. And then in some cases, the children were actually in on it. His two oldest sons, I believe, Justin and I think it's King Combs, Justin, and the other son by Misa. I forgot his name. Forgive me. So it's just sad because, like I said, it's like taking out a whole family. It's like watching a whole family being taken out. It's like, to me, being blinded by ambition. But I will say, I also believe as well, whenever you build the way he has built, based off what we're understanding, like what all is coming with this, it's like setting the stage from 30 years ago. So if he's been building wrong, sowing the wrong seeds, doing the wrong things, he set this up 30 years ago. So for whatever he was building for to be a billionaire within this time frame, every bad deed, every bad seed that he sowed 30 years ago is now unraveling. So I always say it's definitely karma. It's definitely karma. You reap what you sow. Whatever you do, it comes back to you. Anything that he gained by doing all the things that he has done, is being sifted away and taken away by the victims now. And I mean, I'm sure he's known better. When he first got into the game, he wasn't doing what he's been doing. But of course, I would say a lot of times when people do something for so long, um, they get comfortable in that. And as I've said it before, uh, when people get comfortable, they continue to keep doing it because nothing's happening. But as I would say, as my aunt has always told me, that's how the devil does you. He gets you out there, leads you out there, having a good time. And by the time he gets you out there so far, that's when he drops you off the cliff. And now the ride is over. And now he's here now having to face everything that he has done wrong. And I would say it's just sad, I say it, a lot of people probably beg to differ, but I just say it's a bad hit on the Black community because we are much more than, what we're finding out what he has done. Of course, no one is perfect, but it's just a bad hit. It's a bad look because it makes us all look bad, I would say, to a degree. I mean, everybody isn't moving the same way, of course, but it just makes it look bad because he really hit that pinnacle. He really aimed high and he got to that level. But it's just sad to watch it all crumble and all come down based off all the foolishness that we understand. And I would definitely say, if this is what fame is, I wouldn't want it. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. And I take that slow nickel and that fast, I take that slow nickel quicker than I would take a fast dollar any day for your freedom, your time with your family, your kids. And like I said before, it's like giving away your freedom. It's like letting them have your freedom. You gave your time away with your kids and your children away for this to be able to maintain that lifestyle. It's not worth it. But anyway, I'm about to show you a clip of all the charges that have been, handed down. And of course, they're going to go into more detail as far as how we got here. And like I said before, I will definitely be coming back to, give you more information as I get it, to let you know what's going on. As I said before, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, Sean Ellis Music Entertainment TV. And I will see you on the next video.
Tonight, Sean Diddy Combs behind bars. A federal judge denying the music mogul bail following his arrest and indictment as federal prosecutors allege Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community. In court today, Combs pleading not guilty to 3 federal counts: sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Sean Combs led and participated in criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
In an indictment unsealed this morning, federal prosecutors say since 2008, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse.
Combs' arrest at a New York City hotel Monday night comes 6 months after federal authorities raided the Grammy winners' homes in Los Angeles and Miami. Today revealing what they say they found: firearms, including 3 defaced AR-15s in his bedroom closet, and videos of elaborately produced sex performances with multiple victims, known as freak-offs, according to prosecutors.
Freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
An attorney for Combs maintaining his client's innocence.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent.
Today's federal case following a string of civil suits, including one filed last week by a member of the girl group Danity Kane, as well as a settlement with singer Cassie, seen in this 2016 surveillance video being physically attacked by Combs. Cassie later filing a civil suit accusing Combs of raping and physically abusing her. The terms of their 2023 settlement were not disclosed. An attorney for Combs telling a judge today that Mr. Combs is not a perfect person. These toxic relationships were mutual, adding, "Is it sex trafficking if everyone wants to be there? We don't want the federal government in our bedroom." But tonight, federal prosecutors are leaving the door open for even more arrests, saying Combs did not act alone.
I'm not taking anything off the table.
And Chloe was in the courtroom. Chloe, how did Combs react to the judge's decision to keep him in custody?
Lester, I was sitting just a few feet away from Combs during his arraignment, and he was completely expressionless as the judge denied him bond, and then he was cooperatively escorted away by U.S. Marshals. His attorney now saying that they plan to appeal this decision as early as tomorrow. Lester?
All right, Chloe Malas, thank you. Our senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett, is here with us. Let me pick up on that train of thought. What was the judge's reasoning for not giving him bail?
Yeah, Combs had offered to put up $50 million as a bond, but it simply did not work, Lester. Prosecutors went in today saying he's a flight risk, a danger to the community, and the judge agreed, finding that she was worried about his substance abuse issues, as alleged by prosecutors, and anger issues. She also described here. Now, we've seen high-profile defendants detained pre-trial before. You think about R. Kelly, you think about Jeffrey Epstein. His attorney says he's going to try to appeal this denial of the bail, but if it doesn't work, he could be denied a appeal for a long time here and behind bars for more than a year as this goes to trial, Lester.
Okay, Laura, thank you.